My issue when I see stuff like this, and this is not just about the Somali community in Minnesota. This is also about you fuck boys and fuck girls in the Arab community in Dearborn. You don't just have the news show up to your community off GP to interview you. That's not a thing. This is a press conference. That means that these people who are at this press conference have some pull in that community in Minnesota. Same thing for the interviews we saw in Dearborn with the Arabs there. The people in those who were being interviewed, or the people who set up the interview, those people have pull in that community. They're not just showing up just because it's Dearborn and they think you're interesting. These white people don't give a fuck about you. If Dearborn was going to vote for Kamala as a majority, they would not have gone into Dearborn to have those conversations with those people. The only reason they showed up is because there was a considerable portion of the community and people who have pull, who were advocating, not voting for Kamala Harris, voting for Donald Trump, voting third party, whatever it was, they were advocating, many of them, to vote for a fucking white supremacist. That conflict was the story. It's not a conflict if the majority of you are going to vote for the administration that's already in power. The conflict is that you're willing to vote for a white supremacist. Same thing here. These people who orchestrate these news conferences, these press conferences, these interviews, like multiple times over, these people who are orchestrating this stuff, because the news has to know where to go to interview the people. They can't just go into any random community and start interviewing. If they're looking for the conflict, they have to know where to go. So somebody inside these communities who have enough pull set this shit up. So herein lies the problem. You got a bunch of people all over social media basically going, may the odds be ever in your favor. And you have kind of pushback from these various communities going, why would you guys say this is terrible? Not everybody from that community voted for Donald Trump. You're right. Not everybody from these respective communities voted for Donald Trump. And I feel terrible for the peril that they're in. I really do. Only for the people who did not vote for Donald Trump. But here is my question. If the majority of the people in these respective communities did not align with the people who were giving the interviews and the press conferences, why is it that you did not then find out who set up these interviews, who orchestrated these press conferences, what groups they represent, what organizations they represent? Why did you not go to them and say, hey man, what the fuck's wrong with you? Why did y'all not proceed to promptly cuss them out and then force them to retract their bullshit ass statements? Why did y'all not do that? If the majority of you in these communities did not align with these beliefs, why did y'all not go to the people who set up these interviews and press conferences and news articles and news stories? Why did y'all not go to them and say, what the fuck is wrong with you? Why are you advocating in any way, shape, or form to put a white supremacist in the White House of this country that we live in? Why are you doing that? Why did that not happen? Where was the consequent outrage from these communities if the majority of the people in these communities do not align with these people? Where was the outrage on social media? I didn't see a lot of you, honestly. I saw a couple of you here and there, but I didn't see a lot of you. But more to the point, why didn't y'all force them to do a retraction? And the reason y'all didn't force them to do a retraction is because the majority of the people in these communities are in alignment with white supremacy. I don't care why they're in alignment with white supremacy. I don't care if you were like, oh shit, we're just trying to protect ourselves, so maybe if we suck his dick and lick his balls, he'll be nice to us. I don't care why. I don't care what the reasoning and the rationale was. I don't give a fuck. The point is, the majority of the people in these communities, in the Somali community in Minnesota, and the Arab community in the /Muslim community in Dearborn, you guys are in alignment with white supremacy. And when you decide to align yourselves with white supremacists who only care about their whiteness, why do you expect different results? More to the point, why do you expect people who are not in alignment to white supremacy to come to support you after you effectively told us to fuck off with not just your vote, but your actions and your words? Why would you ever think we will come to support you? These are questions I have.